overcoming difficulties. How difficult is difficult? Born prematurely in 1996 at 6.5 months, David Lai shouldn't have survived, but against all odds, he did. He describes the beginning of his life in Hangzhou as being dragged back from shadow of death. He received oxygen for his lungs, but oxygen toxicity cost him his sight. David's blindness meant he could only play with toys that produced sounds. On his third birthday, he received a toy electronic keyboard. Gradually, he learned to play the demos stored therein. Later that year, after hearing a popular song on the radio several times, he played it. It was then that his father realized his musical ability. David remembers his first encounter with a giant that could sing. That giant, a real piano. He took piano lessons for several years, starting at age 4. When David was 8, his piano teacher accompanied him and his father to Beijing, where David played for Professor証鈞, the well-known faculty member at Central Conservatory of Music. Stated that David had a strong gift and a good sense for music, but he had bad technical skills. David's dad asked Professor Shaw if David should persist in pursuing a musical career. She answered if he received professional training, yes. She offered to find him a teacher in Beijing. So, after a year's preparation, the family moved, and David became a student of Mao Dongli and remains so today. David also attended Beijing School for the Blind, graduating last June. Then he joined the dread college entrance exam, becoming the first fully blind in Beijing to pass. David now studies at Central Conservatory of Music in Beijing, China's top music institution. Besides music, David loves English. He was 7 when his neighbor gave him his old English cassettes, fascinated by the sound. He learned the words and dialogue without knowing their meaning. The neighborhood kids later explained them to him. In Beijing, he listened English on the bus. Native English speakers nearby encouraged him to speak English, and slowly he began. He also learned from all studio classroom radio programs and continue to do so today. The future is indeed bright for this gifted and passionate young man.
好，